Real crowd pleaser, this final. Becky looks really in the zone here. "32 years old now and doesn't look a day older than she did when she was got her first title back in 20.
So really there is an opportunity, but it's very simple to sit back and go, oh, I'm just going to do the more difficult routine. As we've seen, with that difficulty comes a risk.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think if she goes through the routine, I think she'll take it, but she will have to get through.
Because it's not just the difficulty of the moves as well, it's also the connections, Beth, as well, and linking all of them together to build that difficulty score.
Yeah, so a lot of bar's difficulty is down to the connections. You'll see the top bar workers are literally linking every single skill, and that is what builds the connection values and the difficulty. And when Becky hits her, she has got a lot of connections. So, yeah, I'm excited about this bar final.
Becky very much in the zone here. He's obviously listening to her music. 14.5 qualification score. But she can go a lot more difficult with the routine than what she showed in qualification. Great Britain's Becky Downey is focused in. She's going to go all out. So much riding on this routine then for Great Britain's Becky Downey. She's going for European title number 3. She'll go all out for difficulty.
And the pressure is palpable. This first element so important. Full pirouette, makes it cleanly into the big series. She's done really well. There's the extra Kachev again. She's got through this first section, and oh, and that was the extra Kachev that she put in the hopes to be able to have the highest start value in the competition. And
what a shame.
Just mistimed it.
Well, she didn't hold back. In true Becky Downey style, she went for it.
Absolutely. And now she has to carry on. Good shap half, up into the handstand. Here comes the dismount, so it's right near the end of the routine. The extra Kachev, what a disappointment for Becky, but you know you have to try it out somehow and some way.
You do, and absolute respect from all of the gymnastics world for being the first gymnast out of the traps, going all out and trying to set the impossible benchmark.
Well, I'm absolutely gutted for that. She did so well at the start, and I thought...
Element.
13.633 with a fall is a huge score.
It is indeed, but you know, it was so very close and so very nearly there.
From Portugal then, Philippa Martin's 28 years old. World finalist on this piece of apparatus.
Another gymnast that's had a long career in the sport. Lovely turn, the full turn. Look at the height there, travels back, legs locked together. Lovely height there, the shap with the half turn, catches the top bar. Not the most difficult routine we'll see in this final, but look at the height there, the front somersault, the Jaeger. Winds up now into the dismount, kicks up, beautiful double straight. Well, that was a great solid routine, not the most difficult, but executed really well.
Well, she put in a 13.7 in qualification. Qualified down in 7th place, but she's performed well here, very well.
She has indeed, and here we are, good view here, lovely shap. It's called, that's called a Shap after Shaposhnikova, the first gymnast to do it. And it's a good transfer, and there it is with the half turn as well. The fly.
7. Philippa MARTIN, she goes ahead of Great Britain's Becky Downey. Becky's difficulty was 6.6.
Yeah, so you can see how once, you know, she was only centimetres off making that final release.
Or millimetres.
Millimetres,
That's how close it was, yeah.
ALISSA Iorio has seen that the door is open. She came 6th at the World Championships a few years back. She's more than capable on this piece.
And there's the pike. Kachev, immediate. Shap up to the high bar. Lovely handstand position. And that was a very nice turn on the top of the bar. She has linked everything. There's been no empty swings there at all. Good half turn into the invert swing. Very difficult. Full turn in inverts. This is a very good routine. Super dismount. That was, there weren't many deductions there at all. All the pirouettes were right on top of the bar.
Plenty of pressure on a teammate there, Martin. I mean, that's how you do it.
That's it. You enjoy that one, Beth. What did you think to that routine?
Do you know, that's the routine where you can see all the connections are building up. She's got no empty swings, and that's where the less skills you're doing on the bar, the less opportunity there is for the judges to take the deductions. She did literally take it to try and do perfection on the last turn just before the dismount. You could see literally she was banging the handstand and it could have gone either way, but here you can see one skill linked into another. Just slight loss of leg form on that Shap half, but a very well executed routine. They've got a mixture of the release and catch elements, and then obviously connecting it all together.
Interesting use of the elastic bands there to keep the guards on.
Yeah, so
14.366 for Iorio. She goes well into the lead. That's a tough score to beat for Alicia D'Amato, who will be up shortly. Helen KVICK of Germany next. And she was fantastic as a junior. She's just 16 years old, but looking to make a mark here on the senior stage.
Well, that's a difficult routine as well. Full turn. Oh, lovely height there. Shap with the half turn. Stoop into the forward grip. Huge front somersault to catch the Jaeger. Oh, just a little bit of a flicker in the back. And look at the height there. A little bit close to the bar, and the judges are looking for these skills to be caught at a full stretch. Starting to tire a little bit now, getting towards the end of the routine. Come on, keep going. Full twisting double back to finish well. There was some superb parts of that routine, a little bit scrappy in parts, but I mean, for such a young gymnast, what a great routine.
That's it, Chris. I mean, 16 years old, she's got the work.
Oh, she's certainly got the work, but actually she's won the Junior European titles the last years. But actually against the seniors, you could just see, like, the pirouette was a little bit late, tiny split of the legs. You can see how she can really tidy. Now, this was the damage. She caught with bent elbows, and she would have wanted to go from that catch immediately into the pack salto down to the low bar. Look, she brought it in very close. It's all like we saw Becky just go too long. She didn't want to do that, and she made sure she was close, but that's a super dismount.
I think the difficulty is where you're going for the connections, you need the swing to be able to create the connection. So it is shoulder surgery and wasn't quite back at her.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Matt nearly did a back somersault off his chair then, so. You're right, I think the warm-up's key, and especially if you're first up, you're not going to do the same warm-up as if you were last up in the rotation. And again, and they overdo it, like you say, Beth, you get tired in your forearms, and you go, well, I probably need to do this as a timer. Yeah.
So, Natalie, Westland of Sweden next to go, 12th in the all-around competition. She's put in a 5.6 difficulty in that qualification competition.
And Sweden have a history of good gymnasts on the uneven bars. That's lovely swinging. Oh, and into the full pirouette from the backswing. Lovely high Kachev down to the pack salto. This looks a smooth routine. Very good half turn in the shap. Super handstand shape, isn't it? Hits that straight line absolutely beautifully. Here's the forward element, quite late in the routine, that big high Jaeger. So a little bit of a weak link there, the swing turn, but she builds up into this dismount, floats that double straight. Really lovely timing and some rhythm to that performance.
Was lovely, yeah. Well, 13.7 is the bronze medal score at the moment, with another 3 gymnasts left to go.
And she went over that in qualification. I mean, she did swing the bars really well, and they used to get bonus points for amplitude, which is the height of somersaults and the way that you perform skills. And she certainly did that. I mean, the only thing that's really she could improve on is a little bit on the difficulty, but some absolute fabulous lines. Turns into the handstand, floats up, and probably one of the biggest dismounts you'll see. 2 somersaults in the straight position, just glided up there, showing that great extension.
For Natalie Westland, she's in 4th at the moment, so not at these championships, but back to the gym, Craig.
Watch this space, Matt.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
SOFIA SKAI is the next gymnast to go. 20 years old, 9th in the all-round competition.
Well, she had a 6-1 difficulty in qualification. Lovely pirouette, the full turn. Oh, and I was just going to say, looked a little bit early on that release.
Yes, she did a very ambitious combination there. The stoop full, as soon as you don't put your feet on and you make it into a stoop move, it goes up a level, but it's very difficult, and she tried to link that immediately into the stoop shap. 2 very difficult moves.
Back on. There you go, much better. The pack salto, immediately back up with the shap, no problem that time. Oh, very difficult Ginga somersault towards the low bar. Plenty of height there on the Jaeger, the front somersault in the pike position. The full pirouette, straight into the dismount. Well, what a shame that, because it had the difficulty. Again, here's another gymnast going for broke, trying to get onto that podium. What a shame.
Very swingy. See, this was the full pirouette, and she was then a little bit late completing it and couldn't quite get enough power out of that stoop. But this was very nice indeed. Flight down to the low bar, immediately back up to the high bar, and that's how the difficulty builds. Again, quite late in the routine, the front somersault just caught with a little bit of a bend in the elbows. And that was a little bit scrappy. That's a Ginga salto, and she released one arm and then the other. So there were little deductions here. Strong dismount.
Leaped on by her sister, ALISSA. SOFIA scores a 12.7 and is in 6th after that fall. It's now the turn of the current European bars champion to try and retain her title. Took a silver in the all-around competition. This is all about bars, and the score to beat is 14.366, held by her teammate Iorio, who leads this women's bars final.
That's the great handstand shape at the beginning. Clean pirouette, links very easily. And again into another difficult move into the Kachev. And then a pike Kachev. It goes down to the low bar. She hasn't tried to link the Shap out of it. Here this comes, the Shap half. Every handstand is beautiful. Little bounce at the top into the pirouette. Here comes the forward element. Watch this dismount. Full turn. Immediate double front. Oh, just a double front. I've seen it with a half turn, but that was beautiful work, wasn't it?
It's got to be Italy, 1 and 2, surely. At the moment, with one gymnast left to go, and it's Great Britain's Georgia May Fenton.
Plenty of pressure on that performance, without a doubt. But showing why she's the champion. Full of difficulty as well. Stalder into the pike Kachev. Good extension combined straight down to the low bar with the pike salto. Just a little bit of an arm bend there, a little bit flat.
But she owned every millimetre of that routine, didn't she? Really pushed it through.
Yeah, she really did. This very difficult combination at the end. Here the double front.
Such a difficult skill there from the inverted, and we talk about this blind landing with the double front somersault, probably one of the most difficult skills to land off the bars, certainly at the end of the routine. And her sister's happy as well. Great job.
Well, she posted a 14.633 in qualification, the score to beat 14.366. What's it going to be for Alice with one gymnast left to go? It's a 14.6. It's looking good to retain this title.
A little bit down on the difficulty. She missed just one of the combinations, but way up on the execution.
It's a huge score. She goes into the lead, so 14.6. D'Amato leads Iorio in 14.366, and Helen KVICK is in third with 13.866. Great Britain's Georgia May Fenton now, 2 times Commonwealth champion. She may well have the medal podium in her sights here. A 13.733 in qualification. She needs the bar routine of her life here to win a medal.
And this is all important. Lovely, clear Kachev. And the second Kachev, here it comes, toe on, with the half turn, cleanly down to the low bar. Very nicely performed. The pack salto, here it comes. Needs to plant these feet on, make the half turn. She does it really well. We need an excellent full pirouette here. We get one. Into the full twisting double back.
Oh, it's good!
What a routine from Georgia May Fenton. Whatever the score, that was a fantastic performance from her.
Well, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Needs 13.866. Wow, what a performance to put in as well. At the end, she's had to watch all her teammates. That's that very difficult catch up with the half turn. Immediately down to the low bar. Such difficult work. Under that pressure as well.
Huge pressure to watch all those gymnasts go and to see her teammate Becky Downey take a tumble. The first gymnast up. And she had a long wait, but the bid for a British medal is not over yet.
Well, this was a very good routine from Georgia May. Scores have been tight on bars today. Well, throughout this championships.
A 13.866 is a big ask.
Well, you can only do your best, and that's what she did. Should be really proud of that performance.
Well, they're taking the time, and don't rush, guys. Every 10th is vital. Italy guaranteed 2 medals.
And of course, a new panel of judges today. They have to not have any affiliation to the gymnasts in the final.
Helen KVICK is currently in 3rd with 13.866. She's got 13.9! Great Britain's Georgia May Fenton takes a bronze medal in the women's uneven bars final at the European Championships.
Wow, well done, George. We've seen her disappointed so many times in finals. So wonderful to see her perform like that today.
Well, we knew it was going to be close. It was close, but she sneaks a bronze for Great Britain. Alice D'Amato retains her title. She's still the European bars champion. But what about her teammate? She takes a silver. ALISSA Oreo, just, well, 21 years old, the 3rd highest qualifier. She takes the bronze.